What are buses on the X32? On the Behringer X32, the buses are essentially what would be called OSENs or subgroups on analog desks. You can use the bus mixes for things like monitor mixes for musicians, sends to effects, reverb, delay, sub-mixes for example, all drums together, recording mixes or feeds to external gear. There are 16 mix buses available on the X32, and each one can be configured in different ways, for example, pre-fader or post-fader. How to send a channel to a bus. Basic: send to a bus. Select the channel you want to send from, for example, vocal or instrument. On the channel strip, look for the bus send section rotary knobs labeled for buses. Turn up the bus send knob for the bus you want to send to, for example, bus 1. This controls how much of that channel goes to that bus. Raise the bus fader in the bus fader layer so you can hear the mix you're creating. Each bus fader controls the overall level of all channels feeding that bus.
Think of it like channel to bus, individual send level to bus, fader, overall mix level. Quick tips for working with bus. Sends 1. Choose where the send comes from, pre/post. You can decide whether the bus send is pre-fader, unaffected by the channel's main fader, useful for monitor mixes. Post-fader follows the channel fader, great for effects like reverb. To change this, select the channel, go to the bus sends view. Change the tap point for that bus send, pre or post, via the screen controls. Use sends on faders for fast. Mixing the X32 has a powerful feature called sends on faders. It temporarily makes the channel faders control bus send levels instead of the main mix. This makes setting monitor, mixes or aux sends much faster. Here's how to use it. Press buses 1 to 8 or buses 9 to 16 to choose which bus group you're working with. Press sends on faders. This turns the main faders into send level controls for the currently selected bus. Move the faders to set the level each channel sends to that bus. Press sends on faders again to exit this mode. Manuals plus routing bus. Outputs to physical outputs. By default, each bus's mix can be routed to a physical output on the mixer, like aux XLR outputs. To do that, press the routing button, go to the outputs page. Assign a bus mix, for example, bus 1, to a physical output, for example, XLR, out 1 or aux out. Once assigned, whatever audio is in that bus gets sent to that physical jack. Example, uses monitor, mix for a singer, send channels. Needed to bus 5, make bus 5 pre-fader. Use sends on faders to set levels. Route bus 5 to a stage output. Check reverb, send. Send vocals to bus 13, post-fader, route. Bus 13 to the effects processor. Bring back the FX return channel into the main mix.